Hey guys, I'm back again today with another video. I need to start making these videos more consistently, so that's what I'll be doing. I will try to post like multiple times, like not most, but like just more often that I've been posting. Like I'll post like once a week, whatever the case is, but I'll try to post more. So I'm just gonna, I got my color pencils here, all of them. I'm just using whatever color. I said I was gonna finish this coloring page, so that's what I'm gonna do. And here we go, yeah. Okay, so today I got on social media. Well, I was on YouTube, and this YouTube couple that I used to watch, and then I ended up like stop watching them, not for any specific reason, just like I don't know, I just stopped watching them. You know, they went through a breakup, and you know, for these YouTube couples, it's like super common for them to be together and be all happy and lovey-dovey and stuff, and then they end up going through a breakup, and then you know, the two of them will come out and expose each other. Oh, this person did this wrong in their relationship, that person did that wrong in their relationship, and you know, all these different things. And I consider myself to be somebody who like is very discerning. So a lot of the time I can look at a situation and kind of just tell who went wrong where and how things went wrong and like who's telling the truth and who's lying. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in this world who are just like that too, where you don't really need to know too much about a situation to know exactly what happened. So long story short, the girl got on, well, she went on IG Live and she started talking about, you know, she started talking about the guy. Oh, he did this and he did that. She was basically accusing him of putting his hands on her. But when I used to watch them, I never got those vibes from him. Like I never saw him to be the kind of person that would put his hands on a girl. He super loved his mom, always showed love and respect towards his mom openly on camera. He did the same thing to his sisters. Even the, you know, well, his now ex-girlfriend, he did the same thing to her. Like he openly showed them love. And a lot of times too, you know, sometimes when it comes to guys and stuff like that, I like to say that how a guy treats his mom a lot of time is how he feels about his mom is how he's gonna feel about you. And the same way for girls, like a lot of time how a girl feels about her dad is how she's gonna feel about any guy that she dates. And so the girlfriend, she got on Instagram Live and somebody recorded it and she was accusing him of abusing her and putting his hands on her. He retaliated. Well, he responded to her accusations and said that he never did that. And he even pulled out receipts and everything like that to prove that he never did that. And I watched it for a while. And, you know, I listened to what she had to say. I listened to what he had to say. And I realized something. This girl, you never know how people are like on camera and off camera. You may scroll on somebody's Instagram page and see them posting all these nice pictures, taking all these trips and doing this and doing that and going here and going there and laughing and joking. And then they're a completely different person behind the scenes. I know this to be true because I personally experienced this. I personally went through not even, and it wasn't even a long relationship either. I was in a relationship with somebody who had every character trait of a narcissist. And it's just so crazy because I find that these narcissistic characteristics and narcissistic you know, people, you know, these people are more, I would say they're on the rise, because you find that more people are coming out and saying this person's narcissistic, this person has, and some people are right, some people are wrong, and some people don't really know the true definition of, narcissism or true character of a narcissist. But I just find it so ironic that like nowadays everything is about, people being narcissistic, gaslighting. I honestly believe it's a spirit. I honestly believe like, certain things happen to people in life that cause them to become that way. Maybe they saw their, parents acting like that, so they felt like, okay, that's the way to go. Or maybe they got hurt and just did a complete 180 in like their character. I really believe that so many people who are considered narcissists now, they were actually like sweethearts, and just something happened, something happened to them that caused them to, just change. But in terms of, in my experience, I'll just explain this. The person that I was talking to was one person, a certain way when we were out in public, and when we would be in private, that person would be a completely different person. Completely different person. When we're around my parents, their parents, it's one story, but then when we're by ourselves, it's a completely different story. There were so many things that started happening when I, started to go deeper in this relationship with this person, that now that I'm out of it and now that I can see it for what it actually is, I'm like, wow, I can understand how people can like literally go down the rabbit hole and not even realize, and just get in a place where they just find them like wonder, how did I get here? How did I even lose myself? How did I just get to this place in my life? This person that I was talking to, they would try to isolate me from my family, isolate me from my friends. They didn't like when I wasn't around them. They hated me not being in their presence. They would micromanage me all the time. They had to be on, like, from the moment I opened my eyes to the moment I went to sleep, it's like this person had an imaginary monitoring device on me. Even when I was in college, this was probably my second year of college, I would go to class, and mind you, this person wasn't in college. I would go to class, and throughout class, I couldn't even focus on what I was being taught, because this person is texting me, what are you doing? Where are you at? I'm like, oh, I'm in school. I'm in class. Okay, when are you going to be finished? I'm going to be finished at 4:50. Okay, like, pull up on me when you're done with class. I'm like, okay. The person will go ahead and then text me 5 minutes later. Oh, are you done yet? What are you doing now? This and that. Oh, like, just texting me throughout my entire class. Like, if I had a class from 3:25 to 4:50, because that's usually how it would be anyway, this person would text me just throughout the entire class, period, asking me the same questions, wanting to know what I'm doing, wanting to know when I would be done, wanting to know what I'm doing now. What are you doing now? Oh, I'm still in class. Okay, well, 5 minutes later, they texting you again. What are you doing now? Like, from the moment I would open my eyes, my entire life would be revolved around this person. When I opened my eyes, like when I woke up in the morning, the first thing I would have to do is literally get on the phone and FaceTime them. Literally get on the phone and call them. Because they made it seem like they just needed to be talking to me every day, all day. I didn't have any space. I didn't have any privacy. I couldn't hold, like, there were no boundaries. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they will break down every boundary that you have because they want to feel in control. They have a problem with not feeling in control. They have a problem with not being in the driver's seat. As a matter of fact, a narcissist, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll sit in the passenger seat and tell you how to drive the whole ride. That's how they operate. They don't want to actually drive. They want you to drive, but they want to tell you how to drive. That person would tell me when to eat, what times to eat. They will get upset at me for just a whole bunch of stuff. Because maybe if they bought food for us to eat and I'm like, oh, I want to eat a little bit more, then all of a sudden I'm selfish and I'm rude and I'm inconsiderate because, you know, I think that because I want to eat one more friggin' crab leg than they want me to eat, that I'm being selfish and I'm not thinking about anybody else and I'm being inconsiderate. And I find that so many people are in relationships with people who have these characteristics and they actually feel trapped there. I thank God that while I was in that relationship, and I believe this is actually God who did this. God started revealing to me the type of person I was in a relationship with. I remember one day going on YouTube and a video just popped up. And the title of the video had something to do, was something along the lines of how to know if you're in a relationship with a narcissist. And I clicked on the video by chance. And when I watched the video and I listened to what the person was explaining, I said, oh my God, that's the situation that I'm in right now. I think it was 5 things. Yeah, I think it was like 5 things that identify a narcissist in your life or whatever the case is. And when I tell you that that person that I was in a relationship checked off all 5 things, like all 5 things, they checked it off. To the point where I couldn't even deny the fact that I was in a relationship with a narcissist. I wasn't getting any sleep. I was distressed and stressed out. I was constantly on the alert. I was constantly going through just like high levels of stress. I was constantly anxious. My anxiety was blowing through the roof. I would constantly panic. I constantly felt like I had to walk on eggshells being around this person with the words that I said, with the things that I did. I had to prove myself to this person maybe like 5-6 times a day or more. I had to prove to this person that I was actually doing what I told them I was doing at this day, at this time. I would go to parties. And mind you, I was in college. I'm 19 years old. I would go to parties. And I would have to FaceTime this person while I was at a party and the music is blasting. And be on FaceTime with this person while I was at the party because it just made them feel comfortable. And they would go to sleep while we're on FaceTime. And I still had to remain on FaceTime with this person.